Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stammtisch for the German Heritage Museum here in Cincinnati, Ohio. My name is Dan Woellert, and I'm a local historian. And my guests tonight are the owners of the Lübecker. I have Rachel and Olaf. Welcome, guys. Guten Abend.
Hi, guten Abend.
So the Lübecker is a local German, shall I say, pop-up restaurant, food truck, moving food concept.
We're a mobile food vendor. We specialize in events and pop-ups with the goal of opening a brick and mortar, hopefully sometime soon.
Right. And so you guys specialize in North German street food, correct?
It's not Northern German street food, it's German street food. But the idea is, like, moving forward, we want to expand our offering to showcasing different regions of Germany, because now everybody thinks about Bavaria and pretzels,
right? And brats, yeah.
And brats. I mean, we do brats and mets and schnitzel. Schnitzel is all over Germany. Currywurst is like a Berlin thing. But I grew up in Lübeck. That's why we call it the Lübecker, in northern Germany, right on the Baltic Sea. So moving forward, I want to also introduce the seafood aspect to the German cuisine.
Perfect. And I'm a huge fan of your food. I found you guys at Findlay Market several years ago. So I think you guys have one of the best schnitzel in the greater Cincinnati area. But I do something different. I think you guys serve it Jaeger schnitzel style, typically, right?
I mean, our standard pop-up event, we serve it as a schnitzel sandwich, which is, and now we're having a pretzel buns with, we have a spread and lettuce, tomato. But for larger events or caterings, we also do the Jaeger schnitzel when we make our own Jaeger sauce, which is the creamy mushroom gravy.
Right. So the way I order it from you guys is I like your currywurst, your curry sauce. So I call the way I get it Berliner Schnitzel. The schnitzel without the bun, and I ask you to put the curry sauce on top of it with.
I remember that.
Yes.
I love that. I think you guys should carry that as a statement.
I'm very proud of the curry sauce because it's our secret recipe. It's probably better than any curry sauce you would find in Berlin, where curry sauce originated. And the curry sauce combined with our brats, all with the schnitzel, I mean, it's delicious. But
he loves to have people from Berlin try his currywurst.
And I actually did. I had people from Berlin that visited Findlay Market when we sold our currywurst there, and they said, like, it's just like home. It's just like being in Berlin. So I'm really proud of that.
Oh, that's good. So the way I understand it, currywurst was invented after World War II, kind of as Berlin was rebuilding itself.
Yes. There's different restaurants, they claim they invented the curry sauce. I think there's 2 or 3, like little mom and pop shops, but they tried to make something out of nothing. And they had some spices, they had some tomatoes, some ketchup laying around, and they invented curry sauce to make the the brats or whatever food they ate tastier. And it just popped up and became very popular, and it's the best-selling street food item in Germany. They sell actually over 300 million currywurst all over Germany every year.
Wow.
Every city in Germany you can find a currywurst. It's very popular. It's the best item. It's like getting a hot dog here in the States.
Like a hot dog stand, currywurst stands.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lübeck is in the little peninsula that juts up out of the top of Germany, right, into the Baltic.
Yes, it's the most northern state. It's between the Baltic Sea and the North Sea, which is the Atlantic Ocean. Schleswig-Holstein, yeah? That's the name of the state. And it's connected, it borders Denmark to the north. And Lübeck is right on the Baltic Sea, and it's a 2-hour drive all the way up to the border to Denmark. It's a very almost Scandinavian atmosphere up there. We're all about seafood and boating and fishing.
So my German, you mentioned most Americans, when we think of German food, we think of Bavaria. We think of pretzels and brats and beer.
Oktoberfest and beer.
Oh,
and
beer.
Beer.
Ah, there you go.
That's a German thing.
Prost. I don't know what I was thinking. The only beer I have is actually the Frisch's pumpkin pie ale. I don't know if you've tried that.
Nope.
Most Germans probably scream Reinheitsgebot and
Reinheitsgebot, yeah.
yeah.
Just
Well, what I was Prost. What I was going to say was that my father's family is from near there in Mecklenburg-Vorpommern.
Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, yeah.
So my impression of German food growing up was a lot different than the Bavarian because we, like you said, being close to the sea, we had pickled herring. You know, as many regional foods as there are in America, there are certainly that many varieties in Germany. So talk a little bit about what other kind of foods would we expect to find if we went to Lübeck?
It would definitely smoked salmon. That's my favorite. Salmon is huge. I love smoked salmon, and you can combine it with. I love potato pancakes, and that's actually that's our next thing moving forward. Like, you know, small potato pancakes with like smoked salmon and a horseradish sour cream on top.
Capers.
Some capers maybe.
Yes.
Then
Speaking my language.
We have what we call Fischbrötchen, which means fish sandwiches. And that's, you can put any fish in there. Like it's
For breakfast.
could be, it's a great hangover food actually. It's a hard roll with any kind of fish that you want. It could be smoked herring, it could be smoked salmon, it could be whatever. You just put it in there with some lettuce, some onions, and it's hugely popular in northern Germany. You find it everywhere. Like city of Hamburg, where I went to college, they have like the most famous fish brötchen stands in the world. I mean, it's amazing food. It's simple, it's good, it's fresh, and it's just awesome. And it's something that we're trying to add to the Lübecker menu moving forward here in Cincinnati.
So when can we expect that? Can we expect it by Lent of next year?
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Okay, perfect. And my other suggestion, I know frikadellen from Hamburg.
Frikadellen, yeah.
That's to Cincinnati.
Well, there's frikadellen, you know, you beef or pork, whatever you want, a mixture. And I make them all the time. They're like
He makes those at home a lot.
they're like meatballs just in a patty, and they're delicious. But then there's also fish frikadellen, which is it's like a crab cake. Which
wow.
Again, it's hugely popular in northern Germany. Fish frikadellen or frikadellen. And we're working on recipes right now. And that in addition to like serving potato pancakes, freshly made potato pancakes. So we have a lot coming up for next year.
Excellent. That all sounds fantastic. So let's talk a little bit about schnitzel. There's probably hundreds of different types of schnitzel.
Yes.
There used to be a restaurant in Clifton called Lenhart's that had 13 different types. They had like a Kaiser schnitzel, a Holstein schnitzel, a Sailor schnitzel. So talk to me about how you guys came up with the schnitzel that you serve.
All the what you just mentioned, the Holstein schnitzel, the Jäger schnitzel, it all comes back to different toppings. But the base of every schnitzel, it's the actual schnitzel. And that's what we specialize in. We only use the best quality pork. We hand flatten it. We actually imported a little machine from Germany to flatten the pork, so we're not pounding it like everybody else would do, because it kind of like destroys the fiber within the pork. So we imported a little machine from Germany that flattens the schnitzel without destroying the fibers. It keeps the moisture in. It's the high quality pork. It's the way we're flattening the schnitzel, and we bread every schnitzel fresh to order, no matter what event. Even Oktoberfest, where you have like 9,000 people walking around, we make every schnitzel fresh to order. So our schnitzel, wherever you get it, I mean, be it at a pop-up at Oktoberfest or here at home, it's made fresh to order. And that makes all the difference. And then the different toppings, yes, we have a schnitzel sandwich. Schnitzel Holstein would be you fry an egg, which we can't do in a pop-up tent, of course. But once we have a restaurant, we'll offer all these options. Holstein, you fry an egg.
Yeah.
Jäger Schnitzel, which our Jäger sauce is like the best Jäger sauce in the world. So,
I like it.
so you can have a Jäger Schnitzel. So it's really just about the different toppings, but it all comes down to how you prepare the schnitzel itself.
The rolling machine that you use instead of pounding, is that like a pasta roller or different than that?
So it has two big rollers on either side, and you put the put the piece of pork down the center, and it just kind of flattens it, and then you roll it back up.
It's a trade secret.
Treats.
I'm sorry.
But the machine is actually called the Schnitzelmeister. So
Schnitzelmeister. I love it.
Yeah.
it was designed in Germany. It's TÜV for our German audience. It's TÜV approved, and it's made specifically to flatten schnitzels.
I have to ask you, coming to Cincinnati and our weird local food ghetto, what's your take on ghetto?
Be honest.
Yeah. Do we want to market Lübecker or be honest? I don't like Goethe. I don't like Goethe. No. I never had Goethe in my life before I moved to Cincinnati. And some people traced it back to like a northern German city, which I actually lived in because I was stationed there with the German army. And again, I never had Goethe in my life there. So maybe it's an older recipe. I don't know, but
I like it.
Did you grow up eating like Pinkel or Nip or Stippgrütze or any of the Grützwursts from like Westphalia or Saxony?
Oh, a Pinkel, which is it's kind of like a Met. Yes.
Yeah.
Grützwurst, yes. Yeah, but I never had Goethe in my life in Germany. I'm sure. I mean, there has to be a German heritage behind Goethe, but maybe it wasn't like up there where I grew up. I'm sure there's some sort of German heritage to it, but I'm not a big fan. But I mean, I can tolerate it. And
yeah. Do you guys have plans for a brick and mortar?
Yeah, that has always been our goal from the very beginning when we started 2017. Yes. So, I quit my job to really focus on the Lübecker. Rachel is still working full time, but our goal has always been let's do events. Of course, get the word out there. It's been a dream of mine since I was like 16 years old to have a restaurant. So it's just my lifelong dream. And this year really set us back just, a bit.
Yeah.
We're still looking for a location, and that's our final goal, to open a brick and mortar beer garden location. It has to have a beer garden. That's very important to me. We'll continue to business events. We'll always do like pop-ups, whatnot, but the final goal is to find a location somewhere. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. But we are in some talks with some developers and some projects, and it's definitely going to happen. I mean, that's the goal. That's why we started Lübecker, and that's what's going to happen at some point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're only a handful of maybe 5 German restaurants.
Yeah.
Really not a whole lot others. Outside of the German festivals, it's tough to find German food and authentic German food. And I like when you said you're going to focus on regional foods. I think that's awesome because, again, we're just, as Americans, really only familiar with Bavarian food, and that's what we call German food.
Yep.
There's so much variety that we don't know about. Maltaschen and Swabia. I mean, all that kind of stuff that most Americans have never experienced. So,
and again, like seafood, who would associate German food with seafood? And
right,
we have some of the best. It's like going to Scandinavia because it's right there next to Denmark. So, I mean, we have some of the best seafood in northern Germany. And that's why we're trying to, I don't want to say educate, that sounds weird, but introduce people to like different areas of German food.
Right.
That's why Olaf says authentic German, because whatever we do is authentic German.
Excellent. So what if I am a person that wants to throw a socially distanced masked outdoor picnic or birthday party?
We're available.
We'll be there.
Okay.
We just did a catering event for a socially distanced 60th birthday party last weekend, and
awesome.
It was great.
The only because people ask us about catering all the time, but I'm very peculiar because whatever. I'm a very we have to make our food fresh on site. Like if you want schnitzels, I want to be able to make it fresh on site. So
he doesn't want to cater. He doesn't want to make it and drop it off at your house. We want to be there to
yes,
make it.
Because our we cook at Finley Kitchen, and I don't want to make a schnitzel there, put it in a hot box, and then deliver it to a buffet somewhere. I will never do that. So
yeah.
Our brats, mets, schnitzel, they have to be made fresh on site. That's our only requirement.
Okay, so one final question. What are some good beers from North Germany that we don't know about in Cincinnati that you like?
Flensburger Pilsner.
Say that one more time.
It's called Flensburger Pilsner. Flensburg is a city right on the border to Denmark, and they make a Pilsner like in little brown bottles with a flip top.
Oh, okay.
It's the best Pilsner in the world.
And is that available anywhere in Cincinnati?
No, it's not.
Yeah, we were able to get it from some beer distributor, but I don't know if it's available in any stores.
Not the Party Source. Have you gone there to know?
No, not the party stores.
I'm shocked.
I looked around. You can't buy it in retail, just as a wholesaler.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming on. It's exciting to hear your plans for the future, and look forward to seeing you out at events like Karakin and Listerman's. So keep up the good work and keep bringing us good, authentic German fare.
Thanks. Prost.
Prost.
Thanks for having us.
Prost.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night. See you guys. Thank you.